What is up, YouTube? It's T Money. We're doing a live edition of College Football Playoff, the College Football predictions. Um, Elijah's with us for the second to last time this season,
Mm-hmm.
and
I am pumped.
we're gonna do the college football playoff is actually gonna be down just to the right of us, or down to the right. We're gonna do this in its own video. So we're not gonna worry about the college football playoff today. Today we're only focusing on the bowl games themselves. Uh, including four of the six New Year's Six bowls. So getting into it, we're gonna start off with Ohio and UAB. I'm gonna pull up ESPN here so that way we
Yeah,
can.
do that.
Yeah, should have had it up before I started, but oh well, we'll be all right. It gets some people in as I load them up anyway.
Hopefully.
Bowl schedule twice. It's gonna load the same damn thing twice, Trevor. Good job. Good job.
Way to go.
Way to go.
Okay, what do we got here?
All right. So
Miami.
first game on the slate. It is the we only put like the name of the bowl game minus the sponsor because we are not sponsored by any of the sponsors, but we are going to throw out the sponsor when we name the bowl. It is the Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl between the Miami, Ohio Redhawks and the UAB Blazers. Both teams ended their regular season 6-6. The spread is 11 for the
Oh my
Blazers.
lord, 11?
It's
That's probably one of the
11.
high.
Mhm.
That's probably one of the higher bowl game spreads I've ever seen.
It is at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium in uh Nassau NP. What the frick? It's in the Bahamas. That's all we need to know. Yeah, it's gonna be in the
It was.
Bahamas.
I remember when Miami won this game to won their game to go to the Bahamas because it was a whole big deal on Twitter. Because it was MAC and it was like a Tuesday night game. And it was like winner goes to the Bahamas and like a bunch of people were freaking out over it. I thought that was 10:30 in the morning Central Time. I don't know what that is uh, in uh, in Hawaii or in the Bahamas, but
Um,
10 10:30 in the morning Central
I
on a
think the
Friday.
Bahamas are 2 hours ahead of us. So the game would be at 1:30 Bahamas time, I believe.
Uh, that's what yeah, that seems about right.
I'm actually googling this. Is it in the Bahamas? So it is no, they're only so it would be they're actually Eastern Standard Time. So this game will start at 11:30 local time. So not so like a half hour compared to what college football would normally start with. But yeah,
Yep.
looking at how both teams played out their year, UAB had a great first 6 games of the year with
Yeah.
beating Alabama A&M, the close loss to Liberty, who ended up having a fantastic year. Um,
Until they fell off.
until no, they only lost what 2 games all year. They're
Let
they
me
go,
bring up
they're
the
they're
bowl
going to an
games.
actually really decent bowl game.
They're
Um,
going to a decent. They're 8-4.
8-4. Okay. The win over Georgia Southern, the close loss to Rice, 28-24, dominant of Middle Tennessee, and good win over Charlotte, and then they just couldn't get off the 17 score. Lost 20-17 over Western Kentucky, lost 24-17 to Florida Atlantic. Finally got off the 17 score snide, with a double overtime loss to UTSA, ending their 3 games skid with the win over North Texas, the getting dominated by number 6 LSU at the time, and then closing out the year with the win over rival with that no not rival Louisiana Tech, but that would be an interesting rivalry there. And then Miami, actually, I can pull them up right through here. Um, they're they started their season off against with Kentucky with a loss there. Uh, dominant over Robert Morris, lost to Cincinnati, beat Northwestern. Everyone other than Nebraska beat Northwestern. That's kind of a funny triangle you got going there. Iowa beat Northwestern, Northwestern beat Nebraska, Nebraska beat Iowa. That's
We're
gonna be
not
the
talking about
one
that game.
we don't talk about the Nebraska game, but it's kind of funny how you guys lost to the team that lost to the
This is
worst
not about the
team
Big
in
Ten. It's not. This ain't about the Big Ten.
I know.
Not yet. There isn't
I
a
know.
Big Ten game till like
I know.
till the game's down.
I know, but just figure. I mean, I'm talking about a Big Ten team, so kind of funny I bring that up. The loss to Buffalo, the win over Kent State, and then 2 straight losses to Bowling Green and Michigan and Western Michigan. The win over Akron, the loss to Ohio, who ended up going on to lose the MAC championship, and then 2 straight back-to-back wins
MAC.
over Northern Illinois and Ball State by a point. So this game is going to be very, very interesting, to say the least.
You just took 7 minutes explaining the first bowl game. If we do that, this is going to take 3 hours.
I want to go quickly, but we got to review this. Got to review the schedules.
Not the entire season. Anyway, I am going to go with the Blazers.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Blazers as well. I mean, I want bowl games to be close, but I don't think this one is going to be close at all. This next one might be though. Going back to the schedule here. So that's probably going to be the quickest way to get there.
Roadrunners and the Troy Trojans. I will go through the rundown. So the Roadrunners are ranked number 25, and they're facing number 24, Troy. The spread, Troy's favored by 1 point.
So this one's going to be a very good game.
This one is going to be a good game. Let's go through Troy's most good wins. All right, starting off, we have a 16-7 win against Marshall, and at that point, Marshall just come off beating Notre Dame. They beat Coastal handily, Coastal Carolina. They beat Army, who is in a thriller on Saturday. That's about it. And then for the Roadrunners of UTSA, let's go. I'm on ESPN. I got things to do.
Here. So, I'll make this easier. There are only 2 losses where the triple overtime loss to Houston and their 21-point loss to Texas. So you're talking a team that dominated the whole year. So
I think I'm gonna go. All right, here. I'll let you do your pick first.
Well, considering the fact that we both picked Coastal Carolina to beat Troy in the Sun Belt Championship and lost that one, I am not picking against the Troy Trojans ever the freak again. I'm picking Troy.
With just the way that UTSA's played, they've played really good. I think they're gonna pull off the semi-upset and beat the Trojans.
I think this is. I want to throw this out here for this being the Cure Bowl. I think this is literally the I think this is the highest records that the Cure Bowl has ever had in the history of the bowl game. Because both these teams are 11-2 combined. They're 22-4.
That's nuts.
I know. And them getting just the Cure Bowl out of this, I mean, you could freaking argue
It's Conference USA against what?
Conference USA versus the Sun Belt.
That's why. If these two teams were in bigger conferences, they would get a bigger ball game.
Oh, dude, this would literally be a New Year's Six bowl.
I wouldn't say that.
11-2 versus 11-2.
Yeah, but with their rankings. But then again, if they were in a bigger conference, they would be higher than ranked.
I mean, anyway. Oregon when Iowa State played Oregon in the Fiesta Bowl, Oregon was like 25.
True. Anyway, all right, let's
Okay,
go
all
down
right.
to the next.
Moving on down to my second favorite, my favorite college team. Oh wait, what the flip? We kind of
What?
messed up.
How?
Let me do scores. If it's based off of scores, then we'll be fine. Okay, okay. Oh, that's why. Because Boise State being one of my favorites, that's why they're literally the next team. So my bad on that.
I was kind of confused when I was doing the stuff that you didn't
Yeah,
finish
Boise State
because
is one of my favorites in the ESPN app. So Boise State was the next team down, and so they would be the top team in the day. So we'll do that one. Boise State to play the North Texas Mean Green in the Frisco Bowl. This one should be more one-sided, but
I don't think it will be.
considering how
Oh,
North
the spread
Texas
is
played
10.
this year,
The
considering how
spread is
North
10.
Texas played this
Ooh.
year, this one could be interesting. Both these teams coming off their conference championships as losers, looking to go home with some hardware at the end of the year. Reviewing just the conference championships because we've looked at Boise State and we've looked at North Texas, the last 5. Boise State with the 28-16 loss to Fresno State. Fresno just took the game over, and that's exactly what Boise State did not need to do. My key was for Boise State in that game was they needed to just get rolling, and they won't stop. Fresno
And they did
State
not
was
get
the one
rolling.
that got rolling and didn't stop. So this one could on. So for this game, actually, oh crap, let me do North Texas. Let me do North Texas really quick. They are coming off a 48-27 loss to the UTSA Roadrunners. UTSA was good all year long, and they proved it with that dominant second quarter. Where are there they are. North Texas is who is this dude's name? This dude's name is. Can you show up for me, please? Austin. I'm gonna butcher this. Is it Oon? Aoun?
Oh, I'm gonna say it's Aoun. Yeah,
Aoun?
I
Austin
think so.
Aoun. 14 for 29, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns, and one touchdown and 2 interceptions. Ragsdale with 17 carries, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. Horton with 3 receptions and 58 yards. Just to recap, the top for the game leaders for the Conference USA title game. This one, it's a 10-point spread for the Broncos. I'm gonna have to side with Boise State here. I can't go away from my favorite blue turf buddies.
Okay. I might get some heat for this one. Okay. I think North Texas covers and wins.
Whoa! Really? Says the wait. Hold on. I want to remind everyone here. This is the same guy that said North Carolina was going to dominate Clemson. I just want to point that out there really freaking quickly here. But anyway, moving on down to
Okay,
what?
I'm gonna finish my thought. Hayden Fry coached at North Texas. He coached at Iowa. All right. End of story.
So it's more of the love for Iowa here is the reason why you're picking
Exactly.
North Texas. I wouldn't hate you on that one honestly, but kind of a questionable reason.
Okay, Mr. Iowa State fan 4-8.
Well, I mean,
Your team isn't even on this list.
I mean, Purdy did beat the absolute crap out of Tom Brady.
I don't care. Your team isn't even on this list.
No, that's because we both had shitty offensive coordinators. But that's changed. That's changed.
Well, yeah, for you guys at least.
yeah. If Brian Ferentz doesn't show up in their bowl game,
he's not going to get fired. His dad is Kirk. He's not going to get fired.
But if Kirk quits, he's gone. We both know
he's
that.
not going to quit until he gets his extension money in 29. Anyway, let's
oh
move on to Cincinnati
my God! Okay, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl between the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Louisville Cardinals It is an even spread. This game does not have a spread. It is an even consensus pick. So this one is going to be a tough game to pick. Looking at how these two teams ended their year,
Excuse me.
Louisville finished 5th in the ACC North Division, I believe is what it is. And
This is gonna take fucking forever if we
I know.
keep doing this.
Dude, I did say we were gonna do this as a live stream because we knew it was gonna take forever.
Yeah, but not 3 hours.
Hey Nick, what's up? Just going over some of the bowl games here. Cincinnati finished 3rd in the AAC. Like I said, the spread is even. I don't even know who to pick here. Cincinnati coming off the loss to Tulane. Louisville coming off the loss to Kentucky. Their quarterback stats for Bryant for Cincinnati: 213, 348, and 2,000 yards.
I'm just gonna come out here and say it. Louisville's been on a roll. Cincinnati's been on a mediocre roll. I'm going with the Bearcats.
All right. Like I said, both these teams have 2 losses in the last 5 games. So this would be a very good win for either side. You're picking Cincy, right? I'm agreeing with you on Cincinnati. Future Big 12 members. I'm really excited to see how they're gonna perform in their final game as AAC members.
All right. Struggling Florida versus Oregon State.
I'm not even gonna preview this one. I'm gonna come out and freaking say it. Oregon State wins. Florida has had the most god awful year in recent memory. And I'm going back to recent memory from back when Tim Tebow played with them. Florida hasn't looked good since then. Or no, they've looked good, record? But this is their worst performance since I've seen since that era. So I'm picking Oregon State.
This game is in Las Vegas, so I would expect an influx of Oregon State fans. They are favored by 10. Oregon State is. Yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll go with the Beavers.
Alrighty, moving on down to SoFi Stadium, the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl.
You know that you've made it in life when you have a college football bowl game named after you.
That's honest to God true. That's the best part. You have the Washington State Cougars and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Okay. Fresno State.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. You did. Bulldogs are gonna win.
Ooh. Okay. Fresno State has had bad history when it comes to teams out of the Pac-12. Fresno in this game is favored by 3 points. So it is a 3-point
win.
Fresno says Fresno covers and win. I say Washington State covers and gets and continues Fresno's struggle against the Pac-12.
You guys are not in the Pac-12, are they? No way.
Washington State is.
They're in the Pac-12?
Washington State's in the Pac-12.
How come I've never heard of them before this year?
Hey, bud, do you remember the Alamo Bowl a couple years ago?
No.
Iowa State, that was their... So before they made the Fiesta Bowl, they played another Pac-12 team called the Cougars out of Washington State. Fun fact, this is one of 2 in-state rivals that are... Actually, no. One of 3. 3, 4, 5. Pac-12 has the most in-state rival football games. in the entire NCAA.
Really?
Oregon and Oregon State, Washington, Washington State, Arizona and Arizona State, Cal, Stanford, and Cal, UCLA, Cal, USC. So there's literally the entire Pac-12 is made up of literally the state of California, the state of Washington, the state of Oregon, and Utah.
Okay, let's go with Rice and Southern Miss.
Yeah, go ahead and if you have that game pulled up, go ahead and start it. I'm gonna get it pulled up.
I can pull it up real quick. Where's
right here. I got it.
Mobile, Alabama is the site of this game. Okay, if it loads, the spread is 6.5 for Southern Miss. I don't know how Rice made it. They're 5-7. So just by saying that, I'm going with the Golden Eagles.
So how does a 5-7? So how does a 5-7 team make it?
But Army didn't make it.
Army didn't make the bowl games.
Because two of their wins were against FCS teams.
Did Rice play in all FBS schedule? No, they didn't. Their second game was against McNeese. Okay, I think Army got screwed here. And for that reason, I'm picking Southern Miss. Army got absolutely hosed. And you cannot change my mind on that. Alrighty, moving down to the New Mexico Bowl. You got the Southern Methodist Mustangs. Just seeing who's all in chat. No one else is in chat, so this will probably just be a video in itself. Southern Methodist Mustangs and the BYU Cougars. This one might have. Oh, hold on. Let me look at it really quick. So it's on 6:30 in New Mexico. It is at the University of New Mexico's stadium in Albuquerque. So.
Huh.
So the one of the few college football teams to actually host a bowl game on their own football field. Southern Methodist, a 1.5 point favorite. Their last game was a win over Memphis, 34-31. BYU coming off 3 straight wins, one over Boise State, one over Utah Tech. Let's just be honest, Utah Tech was shitty all year. Look at the Northern Iowa game. And then Stanford. That game was actually really close. I am going to. This might be Big 12 bias, but I am gonna pick the Cougars here. Pick the Cougars in the upset.
I disagree with you.
Oh, so we have another difference.
That's 4.
That's 4 differences.
And we still have like 30 bowl games to go.
I will say, last week, I think Elijah lost every single difference game.
If that happens, I'm screwed.
If that happens this week, that means that, buddy, your picking game went from very good to very shitty in the matter of 2 days. In the matter of a week.
Let's do a little college football update. Or college basketball update. Wisconsin is up 57-32 with 2:42 to go.
57-52?
Yep.
Come on, Iowa, don't fuck me over.
They already have ones this week.
Yeah, but I was able to save that pick. Thank God.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
No, I was able to. All right,
Absolute
Marshall
bullshit.
and UConn in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Actually,
intermission. All right, chat. He put money into a fake.
Dude, you're the one that's that doesn't want to stop and has stuff he's got to do. We can't afford intermissions here. We gotta keep booking.
We can't afford a 60-second intermission because you don't want to admit that you put money into a fake sports.
You want to afford a 60-second intermission? Fine, let's do a quick non-ad sponsor that I definitely don't have the rights to do this. Hey kids, want to bet like your parents but not put real money into it? Get the Bet Up Sports app.
You put money into it. You can't say that.
I'm saying you
can't
don't
even put
have
money into
to
it.
put actual money into it, dude. Look, come on, we got to get going here. Okay, Monday, December 19th,
Oh,
2022, you got the Marshall Thundering Herd at the Yukon Huskies. Yukon making their first bowl game, I think, ever, if I remember correctly. I think it's their first ever bowl
no,
game that they've made to. I'm
no, that's
looking at this.
definitely
I'm
not
looking
right.
at this. Can you do you want to do that really quick?
Do what?
Uh, do the preview for Marshall and Yukon.
Yeah, I can pull it up here. Okay, so Marshall and Yukon. This Yukon's first time being bowl eligible in I want to say about 8 years, which is a big accomplishment. They stormed the field. They became bowl eligible, which is cool. This will take place at Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina at 2:30 on ESPN, Monday the 19th. Let's go. Come on, ESPN. Load, please. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Marshall and Yukon. Um, the spread is 10 in favor of Marshall. 8-4 Thundering Herd taking on the 6-6 Yukon Huskies. I'm gonna go on the upset. I'm going with the upset.
You're
I'm gonna
going
go with
with
the upset.
you're going with Yukon.
Yukon wins. Yukon wins.
Okay. Looking at their bowl history, um, this is their first bowl game since 2015, the St. Petersburg Bowl.
Is that even a thing anymore? No, it's not.
No, it's not. But I don't know. I don't know if you have my stream up, and if you did, cheating mother trucker, because I was going to ask a pop quiz. Can you tell me who that bowl game was against?
Uh, is it the same conferences?
Ooh, no,
Wisconsin 3-pointer.
it is not the.
I think
Well,
it's
no, it can't be the same conference. Typically, bowl games are not the same conference.
Here they are.
Rarely, but no. I need an answer here.
The Marshall Thundering Herd.
You saw it, didn't you?
No.
That's correct. December 26, 2015 at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. So, UConn, actually looking for some revenge. Marshall being the 10-point favorite, I'm actually going to stick with the Herd.
For what reason? I'm not showering tonight. I'll do it in the morning, like I always do.
All right.
All right.
Next up is the famous Idaho Potato Bowl at Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. The fact that
Eastern
I know
Michigan.
that off the top of my freaking head is very, very concerning.
Eastern Michigan wins.
You're picking Eastern Michigan. Okay, hold on, but hold on there, buddy. Before you pull the trigger, it's a 3.5-point favorite for the San Jose State Spartans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even kidding. It is a 3.5 favorite for San Jose State. San Jose State coming off their win over Hawaii 27-14, and Eastern Michigan coming off 3 straight wins. Last win was against rival Central Michigan. This one's going to be tricky for me. This one's not going to be tricky for me because me being a Sharks fan and San Jose State actually being a sponsor of the Sharks, I'm sticking with the Spartans out of San Jose State. So six differences in bowl game. This is literally where my comeback probably happens, if it does. Not saying it will, but it does.
You're saying, well, because if you were to go 6 for 6 on the differences we have so far, you take the lead. But there's going to be more differences down the road.
There's definitely going to be more Like maybe this next one right here, the Boca Raton Bowl between the Liberty Flames and the Toledo Rockets.
Right.
Liberty, 6:30 on December 20th. Dude, the matchup predictor is literally a 0.1% difference in favor of the Flames. Toledo is a 5-point favorite. Now, here's the reason why that is. Toledo ended their year, or Liberty ended their year with an 0-3 stretch. Close loss to Connecticut, close loss to Virginia Tech, and then getting absolutely destroyed by New Mexico State. So that one kind of shocks me. Toledo being the MAC champions at beating the Ohio Bobcats 17-7. I'm gonna. That one's tough. Toledo had a really good end of the year with winning, with somehow still making the MAC championship and winning it. Liberty just needs something to get to go right for them. I think it does. I think it does this week. I'm picking the Flames.
You're picking the Flames.
Yep, I'm picking the Flames.
I'm
And no,
agreeing with
not
you.
from Calgary.
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. Next up, the New Orleans Bowl. I don't think this one is in the Superdome, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think this one
If I
is. I
can.
think this one is on come on, laptop. Oh god. Schedule. My laptop's being slow as shit. Any news, viewers? No. Alright. What was it? Western Kentucky and South Alabama?
Yep.
Okay. This one is in the Caesar Superdome. So these two teams are going to be playing, hopefully playing very good football. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers ended their year with a 32-31 win in overtime over the FAU Owls. South Alabama ended their year on a 5-game win streak. Actually, it's more than 5 because their record was 10-2. No, it is 5. So they ended their year on a 5-game win streak, starting with Arkansas State, beating them 31-3, and ending with an Old Dominion 27-20 win. I think the matchup predictor has, what was it? Western Kentucky to win it, but USA is favored 7.5. I'm gonna take the Jaguars here.
Yeah, I have this reasoning because it's their first 10-2 season in program history.
Oh, there you go. All right, the Armed Forces Bowl, Army, Navy, Air Force. Those are 3 guaranteed teams to go to this one. Air Force being the Commander-in-Chief's trophy winner. They're the ones that got the automatic bid. They will take on the Baylor Bears out of the Big 12. Air Force, like I said, winning
Mr. Big 12 expert.
Like I said, Air Force winning the Commander-in-Chief's trophy with the clean sweep of Army and Navy. Beating Army earlier 13 back on November 5th, 13-7. And after that win, they went on a 4-game winning streak to close out the year. Unfortunately, it was not good enough to make the Mountain West title. And Baylor ended their year on a 0-3 run, losing to Kansas State, TCU, and Texas, all very handily, except for their loss to TCU, that fire drill of a field goal unit. Yes, I'm bringing that up again. That was great. This game is
McCaffrey for 3. This game is tied with 14.6 seconds left.
Ooh, crap. I don't have BTN, so I can't turn the game on.
All right.
For this one, I'm going to support the military members with Army Navy just happening yesterday. I'm a stick with the Commander-in-Chief Trophy champions of 2022, the Air Force Falcons.
Me too. Me too. 8-0 score in 45 seconds. Wisconsin calls timeout with 9.4 seconds left.
Moving down, you have the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on the Houston Cougars, a future Big 12 member.
I've only watched Louisiana once, and that was 2020 against Iowa State.
We can't really refer to that game though, because Louisiana didn't do good the rest of the year.
But they still beat Iowa State anyway.
Yeah, but Iowa State did go on to the Big 12 title game. So Houston favored 6.5 over the Raging Cajuns here. I have this. I don't mean to sound biased when I say this, but I do have a buddy on the Houston Cougars football team. His name is Atlias Bell. He's a defensive lineman. He had a fantastic year this year. Unfortunately, it didn't lead to an AAC title, but he did have a fantastic year.
Did you start?
He did. He was a starter. He was a great starter. I'm gonna do another flashback with Atlias. He actually was part of the. I think it was the 2017 Dowling Catholic state title run, and he not only I know I'm only gonna bring this up. He not only did he force a fumble, he recovered it and scored a touchdown in the state title game. So if that tells you how good he actually was.
What, 7, 6, Wisconsin with the ball, 5, 4, 3, 2, try to hit for jumper, no, rebound, we brought you, we're going to overtime.
Alrighty. I'm going to stick, like I said, I'm gonna be biased when I do this. And yes, Houston, being the Big 12 future members, I am going to stick with my buddy Atlias Bell in that Houston Cougar defense to slow down the Louisiana Raging Cajuns.
We have 4 straight non-differences.
3 straight. Oh, 4. Yeah, you're right.
4.
All right. Next up, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons at the Mizzou Tigers in the Gasparilla Bowl. This one might be an easy pick too, if I'm gonna be honest. This game will also be December 23rd. It'll be the nightcap. Missouri coming off the close win over rival Arkansas in the Battle Line Series. Yes, and there is a nice ass trophy. If Elijah, if you want to look that up, that's actually a really cool ass trophy.
What is it? Arkansas, Mizzou?
Arkansas. Just literally look up Battle Line Trophy. It actually looks like a really cool logo. So the line is the border between Missouri and Arkansas, and it changes depending on who wins. So it could either be black and yellow, or yellow and black, or it'll be red and white.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know. The trophy is like as tall as one of the players. I'm kind of doing something, baby.
What? For what? All right. I'll be back in a second.
All right. All right. So the Wake Forest Demon Deacons are a 1-point favorite over the Missouri Tigers. Wake Forest against the SEC. Did they play an SEC opponent this year? I think they did. They won over Vanderbilt. And that's it. But Vanderbilt ended their year pretty good too. So I am going to. I went with Wake Forest majority of the year. I'm actually gonna stick with Wake Forest, even though and it's nothing against Mizzou because I no longer hate Missouri, even though I should. They are still technically a rival to Iowa State.
Okay, so you made your pick, Wake Forest.
Yes, I picked Wake Forest.
Yep. Yep. Patrick McCaffrey goes to the rim and draws the N1.
Next up, it's the Hawaii Bowl, the between Middle Tennessee and San Diego State. If you judge me as to how I said that, you may want to ask a true Hawaiian as to how that's said. That is actually how it's said. It's Hawaii. It's
Hawaii
not
Bowl.
Hawaii.
No, it's the Hawaii Bowl.
No, it's Hawaii. Literally, I've met a person from Hawaii. That's actually how it's pronounced. It's Hawaii. But anyway, we're not getting it. We're not going to talk about pronunciations of states in the United States of America.
We had a bowl game to talk about.
We do have a bowl game to talk about. Oh, where is there? It is. So Middle Tennessee is a 7-point underdog to the to the Aztecs out of San Diego State. San Diego State coming off the loss to Air Force 13-3, while Middle Tennessee won four of their last 5 games. Most recent was against FIU 33-28 on the road. Can you stop? I'm trying to stream here.
The Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. San Diego State 7-point favorite. I'm gonna go out and say I agree with that spread. San Diego covers and wins.
This game could honestly go either way. Even though yes, it's a 7-point favorite for the Aztecs. I'm gonna pick the team that needs to. Can you stop? I'm gonna pick the team that needs to rebound, and that's gonna be the Aztecs here.
Okay.
All right, you want go ahead and do this next one.
New Mexico State and Bowling Green. The Aggies against the Falcons. The Falcons are 6-6. They have the 2.5 spread favorite. They lost to previous aforementioned Ohio. Mexico State demolished Liberty. 6-6 versus 6-6 in the Quick Lane Bowl. I am gonna go with the Falcons.
I'm going to see if I can change your pick here.
Why?
Because I'm looking at New Mexico State's last game. It was against the Valsboro Beacons. Don't ask why their name is the Beacons. That's kind of a stupid ass name for a football team. They demolished them 65-3. Oh, yeah. Valparaiso is actually out of the Pioneer League.
Oh yeah.
So they're the same conference as the Drake Bulldogs. So, I think with them, oh crap, that's not what I meant to do. But yeah, that's exactly what I meant to do. I think with them just demolishing Liberty, I think New Mexico State not only covers, but gets the upset here. I think New Mexico State can pull this off. I think this is going to be one of the picks that I'm wrong here. I can probably guarantee that this pick I'm going to be wrong. Alrighty, moving on down. The Camellia. The Camellia Bowl. The Georgia Southern Eagles and the Buffalo Bowl. What are you making? It smells really good.
Just because they beat Nebraska. Georgia Southern.
Oh, you're picking Georgia Southern? Hey, there you go. That's actually not a bad pick.
They beat Nebraska.
That's actually not a bad pick. No, I didn't. You would, yeah. I just got told no about having food shared with me. That's great. That's fun. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm picking Georgia Southern on this one.
25 to go. Patrick McCaffrey.
Moving on down, the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl between the Memphis Tigers and the Utah State Aggies. No,
I'll fight for you with 2 minutes left.
Oh, true.
In the OT period.
General J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, Texas is the site of this game. Memphis being a 7-point favorite over the Utah State Aggies here. This is the AAC versus the Mountain West.
Patrick McCaffrey and one.
Both teams coming off actually no. Memphis coming off the close loss to aforementioned SMU, and Utah State coming off the loss to Boise State 42-23. I think this game could go either direction for me. And honestly, I respect Memphis from the Liberty Bowl. When Iowa State played them, Iowa State put up a massive fight against Memphis, pulled out with the win. Memphis has been good ever since that bowl game. I am going to stick with the Tigers out of Memphis.
Yeah.
Because I was walking in Memphis.
72-72. Mitch McCurdy going the first overtime. Connor McCaffrey spins, shot contested up, no foul. They're foul on the floor. Iowa will shoot through.
This one, I'm surprised this isn't a rivalry. You have Coastal versus East. Coastal Carolina, East Carolina. Chanticleer's
When I was doing this game, I thought when I was doing this game on the sheet, I thought I was making a typo because they're in the same state. No.
Are they actually in the same state?
They are.
I'm surprised this isn't a rivalry. But no, East out of the AAC, Coastal being out of the Sun Belt. So both Group of 5. I swear that these two teams, Coastal needs to make a jump to a Power 5 school. They've already proven that they can get to the top 5 in just the Group of 5. But here's the absolute shocker of the video. Can you tell me the favorite?
East Carolina.
Did you see it?
No.
East Carolina is favored by 10.5 points.
No way.
I'm not even joking.
That's terrible.
That is an actual joke. Because you're talking, Coastal coming off the Sun Belt Championship game loss to Troy, and East coming off the win over Temple, 49-46. That was a really good game, from what I've seen on the sheet. I don't know how it actually.
Iowa 73, 44 seconds to go.
Do we take the quote-unquote upset here with Coastal being the better record team?
I am. Yep.
I'm agreeing with you on this. I think Coastal's getting screwed over on this one. And they're gonna come out with some fire here. Oh yeah, by the way, that one bet that I told you about Iowa, that includes overtime. So I'm still good on that one.
26.4 seconds to go. Wisconsin went out of the line. Shoot two.
Alrighty. Moving on down, you have a Big 10 versus Big 12 bowl game. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl between the Wisconsin Badgers and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. This one looks fun. Just on paper.
This would be awesome if one day Iowa and Iowa State met in this bowl game.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Well, because if you think about it, the Cyhawk Trophy would not be on the line for that game.
No, but still, it'd be pretty cool.
Okay, imagine this. Iowa or Iowa State beat whoever wins gets a Cyhawk Trophy, but the rematch bowl game goes to the team that lost the original game. That would be a dream season, but then that means that both Iowa and Iowa State would have to have records of 6-6 and 7-5 at least.
Oh yeah.
At least, and I don't see Iowa going 6-6. Like, let's be freaking fracking honest here. All right, Wisconsin being the 3-point favorite here. Do I stick with my conference here?
I am. Wisconsin wins. Wisconsin just missed both free throws. Speaking of Wisconsin, 15 seconds left in overtime. Iowa down by 3. Perkins inside. Raja, good.
Hey, bud.
1-point game with 10.2 seconds left time on Iowa.
Hey, bud. I'm picking the Badgers. I'm going with the Big Ten on this one.
This next one's easy. UCF.
UCF and the UCF Knights and the Duke Blue Devils. Let me look at it really quick. Let me just look at it for just a simple second here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It is going to be a 1 p.m. start on Wednesday, December 28th. The Military Bowl presented by Patreon or Paraton. UCF. Oh, dude.
What?
Guess the favorite.
Duke.
By 1 point.
UCF covers and wins.
You're talking two teams that were ranked at one point in the year. Duke
was ranked in football.
Duke was ranked in football, yeah. I think they
sure?
were. I think they were. I thought they were.
I don't think they were.
I thought they were.
10.2 seconds off.
No, but they started their
pressure.
year 3-0, and then their battle against Kansas and the battle against Kansas. So the hardwood took to the gridiron. So yeah, no, they didn't.
Wisconsin has the ball. Iowa has the ball. You gotta go through to 3. Patrick does. No good. Wisconsin's gonna win.
God
wins.
bless America.
78-75. Final score.
Remind me to never put my faith in the Hawkeyes or the Panthers.
You're telling me I lost. I went over 2 on bets tonight. I gotta get a hockey pick. Give me 1 second.
While you do that, I'll explain the next bowl, which is I'm not even going to explain it. Arkansas beats Kansas. Arkansas beats Kansas.
No, they do not.
Really? Okay. Since I wanted to do a quick pick against you while you were making a bet, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee, at Liberty Bowl Stadium, Arkansas.
North Carolina wins.
Or Liberty Stadium, Arkansas is a 3-point favorite.
Look at these two.
First bowl appearance since 2008, the Insight Bowl, and check this. Hold on. Let me get this. Let me get this up. Kansas and Arkansas, they have played before. Can you tell me the year they played the last time?
Oh, 2008.
No. You are off by over 100 years.
What?
The last of our Arkansas-Kansas game was 1906. So I don't want to look it up, but that is an interesting stat there. Kansas somehow, after starting the year, what was it? 6-0, 5-0, turned into Kansas as we knew them. Not even kidding. Their win over Iowa State was the turning point. Lost to TCU, lost to Oklahoma, lost to Baylor. The only win in this entire stretch, Oklahoma State, 37-16. Then lost to Texas Tech, lost to Texas, and then ultimately losing to the Big 12 title champions in the Kansas State Wildcats. That's a rough stretch of games. I think it continues. Kansas is not the team, not the team, and not the team we know. And I've said that all year. I'm picking Arkansas. Next up is the Holiday Bowl. He already has his pick. He is picking the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Yep.
Your reasoning, sir?
They're gonna have fire under their asses after getting embarrassed by Clemson.
Okay, that's actually a really good one. Oregon, favored by 14 points. So you're telling me North Carolina is not only going to cover, but they're going to pull off the upset over the Oregon Ducks.
Yep.
Hey, buddy, you have your faith too much into the North Carolina Tar Heels. I put
Shut your mouth.
I'm not gonna shut my mouth. You're the one that picked North Carolina to beat Clemson and got their ass kicked. This is the ninth difference of the bowl games. I am picking the Oregon Ducks. Next up, the Texas Tech Red Raiders versus the Ole Miss Rebels in the Texas Bowl. Home game, technically, for the Red Raiders.
How is it technically?
It's not in their home stadium. Just because it's in their home state doesn't mean it's their home state. Well, actually, I don't know. If this is if this is where I think it is, I don't know if you can even classify this as as much of a home game because Ole Miss travels very well. Where in the absolute fuck? There it is. The Tax Act Texas Bowl. Is this at the Cotton Bowl or is it? No, it's an NRG Stadium in Houston. Okay. Okay. So, Texas Tech beating Kansas, the close win over Iowa State, and then the close win over Oklahoma. And then Ole Miss, 4 of their last 5 games, all losses, including to in-state rival Mississippi State.
Ole Miss goes on the road and wins.
Really? Looking at well, I'm not going to look at this too much. Ole Miss finished 4th in the SEC. It would be the SEC West or the SEC, or is it the SEC North? I don't know. The second division or the second division in the SEC, and Texas Tech dropping 4th in the Big 12, finishing 4th in the Big 12 with a 5-4 conference record. I think that's going to be the ultimate difference here. I'm picking the Big 12 here. I'm gonna pick with the Big 12 here. So 10 differences in the bowl games
So
far, and we still have not that many bowl games left, but there's still a lot to go. Like this next one, I actually just saw them pick this game, so I have Capital One Bowl Mania on ESPN right now. Syracuse and Minnesota in the Pinstripe Bowl. I'm going to pick Syracuse has had a very good year all year. Ended up being ranked at one point. Oh, where is this game? There it is. Yeah. Minnesota favored 7.5 points. Syracuse 4 straight losses before ending their year with a 32-23 win over Boston College. I am going to pick the Gophers out of Minnesota. Right? Blue is right team? Yes, okay. Elijah?
Oh, sorry. I've just placed a bet for the Flyers to win by a score of 4-3. It's tied between the Coyotes and Flyers. I picked them to win by a score of 4-3. Anyway, that'll give me 7,000 words. You picked.
I
You
picked the
picked
Gophers. Gophers are 7.5 point favorites.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I thought this bowl game would be more of a, especially these teams. I thought they would be more powerhouses, but
And then Oklahoma, their first year without Lincoln Riley, absolutely crapped the bed. Surprisingly, they scratch and clawed their way to a 6-6 year, I believe. I believe it was a 6-6 year.
Cool.
It was a 6-6 Oklahoma Sooners team up against a 9-3, 13th ranked Florida State team.
How is Florida State in this crappy of a bowl game then?
Florida State's in the ACC. And Clemson and North Carolina are going to the and Clemson's the one that's going to the New Year's Six Bowl.
Okay, I am going with the Seminoles. I
am too. I'm also gonna bring up another Iowa State history lesson here. Y'all, you know who Seneca Wallace is, right?
No.
You don't know who Seneca Wallace is?
No.
Okay, he was one of Iowa State's greatest quarterbacks to actually play at Iowa State before Brock Purdy came around.
Brock Purdy was not that good. He didn't beat Iowa.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, it really doesn't. That's beside the fucking point here.
Is it?
Yes, because that's not the fucking story here.
Are you sure?
Yes. Can you let me finish my fucking story here? Come on.
Brock Purdy sucks.
No, he doesn't. He just beat Tom Brady. Shut up.
He didn't just beat Tom Brady.
He did.
He beat the Buccaneers defense.
He beat Tom Brady. Anyway.
Anyway. Tom Brady's
let me get to this fucking story. Please, let me get to this fucking story for the love of God.
Tom Brady does not play 11 position on his defense.
I don't fucking care.
He
beat Tom Brady, quarterback to versus quarterback. To this story here. Iowa State opened up their year. I think it was the 2002-2003 season versus the Florida State Seminoles. They were ranked number 3 in the nation. Seneca Wallace had a great run, dove to the end zone, and you can even watch the highlight. It's up on YouTube.
Brock Purdy sucks.
Will you shut the fuck up so I can tell this goddamn story? God damn it! I don't see Spencer Petras doing any better at the moment. Anyway, Seneca Wallace dove to the end zone, and his foot didn't touch out of bounds. You can even see on the replay he didn't.
But he rolled out of bounds because I would say it sucks.
No, he didn't. And no, Iowa State doesn't suck because if you can take number 3 to the fucking limit and almost beat them. Yeah, they did. No, they took him to 3 yards short of the end zone.
No.
Whatever. Beat a top 2 team and then talk. Anyway, moving on down, you have Texas and Washington here.
Texas wins.
Where in the world is this game at? There it is. You already are sold on Texas winning.
Yep.
Texas is only a 5.5 point favorite.
They're gonna cover and win.
The 8-4 Longhorns, the 10-2 Huskies.
Neither team in which Iowa State beat. I'm gonna,
Washington's
I'm,
only two
I'm gonna
losses were
take
to
you off.
UCLA and Arizona
It's gonna
State.
be hilarious. I'm gonna take you off. It's gonna be funny.
Wait, what?
I said I want to take you off. It's gonna be
Just-
funny.
Just hold on to it. I want to. Put it right here then. Fuck.
Don't worry.
Uh,
He's just getting triggered because I keep talking about Iowa State sucks.
and y'all don't know how to win the first 5 sporting events in the series.
Okay. And they still suck.
Back-to-back Cyhawk champions. Shut the fuck up.
No, I want to
Yes!
shut the fuck up. We beat you 7 years in a row in football.
Who
Okay.
gives a fuck, dude? Who honestly gives a shit?
You did.
My God, fucking ruining
did.
this. You're fucking ruining this, dude. Just shut the fuck up.
I am.
Washington wins. Washington's gonna win this game.
You're just pissed off at me. That's 11. By the way.
Yeah, because you're fucking triggering the fuck out of me, and you're the one that was wanting to get this fucking done.
NC State wins. Nope, Maryland sucks ass. Iowa dropped a 25 bomb on them. They suck ass. NC State wins.
Oh, let me pull this up really quick. Maryland
funny
is
watching
a
this
1.5
vlog
point
back.
favorite.
Maryland's a favorite? No way.
Not even kidding. Maryland is a 1.5 point favorite here.
That's bad.
Well, NC State losing to Boston College and Louisville. Maryland losing to actually getting dominated by Wisconsin, Penn State, and Ohio State. I think you're gonna be right on this one. I think NC State's gonna win this one.
Maryland sucks ass.
Tell me about it. All right, Pitt and UCLA in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
UCLA.
Did you? Are we like no longer like previewing these?
Not if I know who's gonna win. I've seen half these games in my sleep already. I know who's gonna win.
UCLA is a 6-point favorite. Yeah. All right, let me pull up the next one here really quick. Well, why does it keep freaking doing that?
All right, we will preview the stuff. I think this next one's gonna be a good game. Notre Dame and South Carolina. Good.
Oh my God, Notre Dame again. Oh my God, my repertoire when it comes to Notre Dame games sucks ass this year, dude. 11th bowl game versus the SEC. They have split the last 10. And
Wait,
first
hold on,
time.
I have a genuine question.
Huh.
Since Notre Dame is independent, how do they get selected for bowl games?
They make the requirement of 6 wins.
No shit.
And hey bud, I'm also gonna tell you that I'm also gonna throw this out there. New Mexico State's also independent.
Are they really?
Yes, they are.
Huh.
So, in case you're wondering.
I didn't know that. I thought they were part of.
Notre Dame coming off the loss to the USC Trojans, while South Carolina beating Clemson 31-30.
This is my first time watching Arizona in their new arena. Kind of see how it looks on TV.
Oh, nice. I am going to take. I'm gonna be so wrong when I do this. I'm gonna pick Notre Dame.
I'm picking South Carolina.
I'm probably gonna be wrong.
Then.
I'm probably gonna be wrong. God damn it. Here we go.
What do you-
This one's gonna be kind of a snooze fest. Ohio and Wyoming.
Hold on. Before we get down there, I want to go back, and somebody who's watching this afterwards, go back and see his overall record picking Notre Dame games.
It's like 2 in what? Every other game that we've picked. I'm sorry, what?
What?
They're previewing on Capital and Bowmania on ESPN. They just previewed Alabama, Kansas State.
Uh-huh.
Some dude picked Kansas State to beat Alabama.
Is he on drugs?
I don't know, but like how Kansas played this year, I don't know, and how Alabama's been all year. Yeesh. We'll get to that game here in a minute. All right, Ohio and Wyoming in the Arizona Bowl. Uh, where
Go
is
ahead.
this at? Right here. I'm just gonna do open link in new tab from now on because that's starting to annoy the fuck out of me. By the way, that confidence level of that pick was literally the third least confident pick. So like, if that tells you anything, Ohio is a 1-point favorite over the Mountain West, representing Wyoming Cowboys.
I've seen Wyoming once, and it was 5 years ago. So
Actually coming off a loss to the Mountain West champion Fresno Bulldogs. 30-0 was the score of that game.
30.
30-0. That is good enough for me to say that Ohio wins. No. Wrong spot. I say Ohio wins.
Yeah. Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac. That's actually funny. Okay, hold on. On ESPN, the confidence level between Ohio and Wyoming is Ohio at the 7th spot. So it goes 42 to most confident, 1 is least confident. So closer to least confident. This one's going to be fun to
or like
watch.
ESPN Plus. It's on ESPN or ESPN Plus.
What is?
The Bowl Mania.
It's on ESPN right now.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
This one's going to be fun. The 6th ranked. I would SEC East runner-ups. Tennessee Volunteers versus the ACC champion Clemson Tigers in the first of 6 New Year's Bowl games, the Capital One Orange Bowl in Hard Rock Stadium.
If Hendon Hooker was available to play, I'd pick Tennessee, but he's not. Clemson.
The spread is 6.5 for Clemson. I'm going to, unfortunately, good old Rocky Top is gonna die in Miami.
Oh my god.
The fact I made that work was great. Alrighty, your bowl game, the Iowa Hawkeyes versus the Kentucky Wildcats for the 2nd year in a row, but they go from Florida.
Horrible scheduling.
They go from Florida to Nashville, Tennessee.
Horrible scheduling. I hate it. I hate how we played Kansas 2 years in a row. Okay.
I'm sorry.
First
you
off,
might want to.
Or Kentucky. Sorry, Kentucky. My bad.
Yeah, there you go. All right, this is your team.
First off, I'm taking this whole away. First off, okay, number 1, Spencer Petras is out. He's hurt. He hurt his shoulder against Nebraska. Number 2, Alex Padilla transferred. He's gone. So Joey Levis will get the start for Iowa. Don't count on Iowa yet. Here's why. Kentucky's quarterback, Will Levis, announced he's opting out of the bowl game to pursue the NFL.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Okay.
He declared for the draft.
Yeah, he did. So did Kentucky's number 1 running back. So both teams are going to be playing depleted. Is there a spread yet?
The spread is 2 for Iowa.
I didn't think there'd be a spread yet this early.
No, all the bowl games are going to have a spread. This game, I'm going to say this. I should probably make the disclaimer. When we look at the spreads now, when you guys watch this stream back, and you see
They will definitely be changing.
all of these have definitely going to be changed. Like there's the one that was like straight up even between Cincy and Louisville. I guarantee you that's at least 1 or 2 or maybe even 1.5 by the time the bowl game actually kicks off.
This game could be completely flopped in the spread. I'm not kidding.
Honestly, and I'm going to throw this in there because I know you won't say it. There's the possibility that Kentucky actually takes the swing and becomes the favorite.
Yeah. So far, the Magic Predictors has Kentucky by 0.5%.
And looking at the last 5, the only red score that I see here that I'm
We
not a
don't
big
talk
fan
about Nebraska.
is lame Nebraska saying that
we don't talk
Iowa's
about
the
that.
worst state in the
Kentucky.
United States.
Kentucky has lost 2 out of their last 5, or lost 3 out of their last 5.
But
Tennessee,
they did get their win
blowout.
over arch rival
Vanderbilt. They lost to Vanderbilt, and then they lost a close game to UGA. This game is on New Year's Eve at 11 a.m. Both teams are going to be playing depleted Nissan Stadium in Tennessee, Nashville.
Home of the Titans.
The Hawkeyes.
Well, obviously you're gonna pick Iowa here.
Now,
So
I'm
you said
intrigued to see what
okay. So let me consider this here a second. Petrus is out.
Petrus is out. Petrus is hurt.
Is your backup gonna? Your backup is
Transferred.
also injured.
He transferred.
He transferred. So you are to your 3rd string quarterback here.
Correct.
Kentucky, their main quarterback declared for the NFL draft.
Correct.
So that means it's their backup to take over.
Most likely.
So looking
He's
at
played. He has played in 1 game this season, I think.
that's
From
what
what
I'm
I know, he's
that's what
played
I'm
in
going to
one-
look
he
at
played
right
in
now.
1
Really
game.
quick. Looking at the roster. Actually, no. I want statistics. Shit. Statistics here.
I think he's played in 1 game this
Um,
year, right?
So the quarterback you will be facing is Kyan Sharon. He is a freshman out of Somerset, Kentucky. Don't
So
know
it's
why
gonna be
that's
freshman
important, but they'll
It's gonna
probably
be
mention.
freshman versus freshman.
So it looks like he only played 1 game. He is 17 for 29 all year for 187
Oh,
yards.
sorry. He's played in 2 games. He played against. He took 2 snaps against Mississippi State, completing them both for 9 yards and a long of 7. And then he played most of the game against South Carolina in the 24-14 loss. I think, Levis was hurt during that game. That's why he played. He was 15 for 27, 178, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, long of 27, sacked 6 times,
Nice,
and a
nice.
QBR of 31.4.
Okay, so going.
I'm gonna make this known right now. If he cannot play, it's gonna be Iowa transfer Deuce Hogan versus Iowa freshman Dewey Levis. That would be funny.
Okay, so I'm looking at Sharon's remaining stats here. He has a quarterback rating of 128.6.
But that's limited. He's only played in 1 game.
I know, but just throwing it out there. He has 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. Looking at the rushing, so Kentucky's running back. He'll be in the game, right?
No,
Reason?
opting out.
Opting out. So that would drop down to Cavasley Smoke.
Okay.
He has 58 attempts for 277 yards, averaging 4.8 yards a run. His longest was 27, and he does have a rushing touchdown.
Okay. Iowa is going to lean on freshman Caleb Johnson. He has been outstanding all season. He had 2 touchdowns against Nebraska. He had a couple touchdowns against Nevada. 75-yard touchdown against Purdue, notably. And then he took over the starting spot. He's a freshman.
We haven't done.
He's
hold on.
outstanding.
We've already picked our Texas pick? Breaking news. The Texas starting quarterback has entered the transfer portal.
No shot.
Not even freaking kidding. He will not be participating in the Texas-Washington game. So do we have
Okay.
a pick change after the news has broken?
Correct.
So that means Washington is his new pick. I literally just happened to look up and I'm like, wait a minute, what? And it said Texas.
That is great timing.
It's actually perfect time. I'm glad I have Capital and Bull Mania up when we're picking these games. Like you could thank me later.
You should let me know if they pick Iowa and Kentucky.
I will. But for now,
QB3
Iowa's
QB2 and
bowl.
RB2.
Okay. I'm also gonna throw this out here. This won't change your pick because you're an Iowa fan through and through. Iowa's history versus SEC teams in bowl games is not that good. I want to throw that out.
I will say last year, Iowa's defense hit the bed on the final drive for Kentucky and they scored the touchdown. Then Peaches threw a pick off his back foot.
Let me look at something.
That game was a stalemate.
Go ahead with.
We are starting.
Go ahead and well, do we even want to predict the next game?
Nope. Bama.
Are we? Okay, we're gonna pick Bama.
Continue your pick.
I know. I want to look something up really quick. Mississippi State, Illinois. That's gonna be a good one. Go ahead and preview that one really quick.
No, I'm gonna wait till you finish your Kentucky pick.
I need to look something up really quick. That's why I want you to preview a bowl game really quick.
Fine. Okay. Illinois. Where the fuck are you at? Illinois. Where the fuck are you at? Illinois. Where the fuck are you at? There you are. Number 22, Mississippi State versus Illinois. The spread is Illinois is favored somehow by 2. That's definitely gonna flip. Okay. We have this is on the 2nd of January. I am gonna go with the Bulldogs.
1, 2, 3,
in the
4,
Reliquist Bowl.
5,
Sorry, formerly the Outback Bowl.
6,
If you don't recognize the name, the Outback Bowl is no longer the sponsor.
No wait.
It is the Reliquist Bowl.
2, 3, 4.
Catch some of my commentary. Okay, so here's Philadelphia, up the ice, and behind the Arizona defense through the crease.
So in the Kirk Ferentz era of Iowa Hawkeye football, Kirk Ferentz and the Iowa Hawkeyes have faced an SEC team. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm counting Missouri, even though they were in the Big 12 at the time.
No, 5. Don't count Missouri. If they were in the Big 12, don't count it.
Well, no, I'm talking current SEC teams.
Don't count it. If they were in the Big 12, you can't count it.
Well, I'm going to count it because they're current. So current SEC teams: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have wait, 9. Wait, hold on. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. Georgia Tech's in the ACC, right?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have faced SEC teams 9 times in the Kirk Ferentz era. Florida.
Okay, while you ramble on, I'll be right back.
Okay, so Florida and LSU were the first 2. They both were wins. Then they go and face Florida again and lose. Moving down to Missouri, back when they were in the Big 12, that was a close win. And then losses to LSU, Tennessee, Florida, wins against Mississippi State, and then Kentucky. So, needless to say, 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4. So they're 4-1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 4-5. There you go. Okay. So, all right, you there?
All right.
So
What have you reeled on so far?
Iowa versus the SEC in the Kirk Ferentz era are 4-5.
That's not bad. Considering they're the SEC.
Yeah, and with them coming off a 3. That's the thing about the Kirk Ferentz era. They would either win 2 or win 3, and then they go on a 2-game losing streak or 2-year bowl streak of losses, and then they went on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight years of bowl losses, ending it with the Boston College win, winning against Mississippi State, and then the win over USC in the Holiday Bowl. There, with the loss last year, I don't think you guys get the revenge, especially when you guys don't have Petrus.
Oh, you are infuriating me.
Oh, by the way, they can't see what you typed, so
Why can't they?
what you just typed, they couldn't read that.
Really?
Did you not see my stream?
I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, they
Yes,
didn't.
they can.
No. Now they could, but now they can't. They didn't read that until after. All right. So we both picked Bama. Mississippi State and Illinois here. Where is that at? Oh, yeah, that's right. So we're skipping the 2 CFP games. So moving down, Mississippi State and Illinois in the ReliaQuest Bowl,
Formerly the Outback Bowl.
formerly known as the Outback Bowl. I hate that. I hate that. I absolutely flippin' hate that.
Dude, there were so many good promos. Like I remember a couple years I went to the Outback Bowl back-to-back years, and it was like Blue and Onion if the Hawkeye scored a touchdown on the next drive or something like that. It was pretty cool, actually.
When did they go to the Outback Bowl back-to-back years?
15, 16, 17, 18, something like that.
15 was the Rose Bowl. 16 was the Outback Bowl. Actually,
Oh, sorry.
15 was your.
I'm getting this confused. It was a year difference between the Outback Bowl. Then I think it was the Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah, Outback
then it
between
was the Outback
Florida
Bowl,
and then the Pinstripe Bowl against Boston College.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Mississippi State, Illinois, because we are running at an hour and 30 minutes here.
It's not that bad.
Well, yeah. You thought this was going to go on for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Capital One Mulvania, the confidence level for Chanticleers and Pirates is he's still talking about it. It's going to be 14 for East Carolina.
No way. Dude, Arizona just scored. There goes my fucking bet.
Alrighty. Mississippi State, Illinois. Let's actually get to this pick here. Illinois is a 2-point favorite. And you're talking a team who just missed out on a Big Ten title appearance.
Yep.
Honest to God, if Purdue wasn't Purdue, that Big Ten title game would have been a much different story. Actually, speaking of Purdue, that's actually our next pick. I'm gonna pick the Illini out of Illinois.
I disagree with you.
I'm gonna pick Mississippi State.
13.
Alrighty. 3 more games to go in the stream here. The LSU Tigers and the Purdue Boilermakers in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. The second bowl game sponsored by Cheez-It because the Verbo Citrus Bowl just didn't ring a very pretty bell. I say fuck the Big Ten. Actually, no, wrong color. Wrong color. Fuck the Big Ten. LSU.
Yeah. LSU's gonna handle business.
Fuck the Big Ten. Yeah. Alrighty. Last two bowl games to pick
USC.
today. USC
This game won't
Trojans
be close.
Th-
This
I,
game will not be close.
I hate to say it. You're probably going to be right here. Tulane and US. Wait. Oh, you just flopped LSU and Purdue. Got it. Okay. Dude. USC's favorite,
If you
right?
tell,
USC's favorite, right?
if they aren't, there's something totally wrong with whoever's picking these games.
They're favored by 1.5 points.
That's it.
That is absolutely it. And you wait,
That's
hold on,
so
hold on.
terrible.
Looking at both these teams, Tulane is the conference champion in the scenario here. And USC got absolutely destroyed by Utah. You know what?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I am a ride or die type of dude when it comes to my teams in New Orleans. I'm sticking with Tulane here.
You're gonna be wrong.
I might be wrong. Dude, watch me be right.
That's 14, by the way.
Oh, 14. Oh, yeah, you're right. Final game of the stream. The Utah Utes versus the Penn State Nittany Lions. Honest to God, either way, Utah would have probably still been the representative in this game. Right? If Utah's lost to USC, would Utah still would have been no? It would have gone to Washington.
Oh man, that would have been a good game.
It would have gone to Washington.
That'd have been a really good game.
Hey, they're actually gonna preview this game on Capital and Bowl Mania because this is the Rose Bowl, Pasadena, California, home of the UCLA Bruins. If you want that stat or that bit of information there, this game is gonna be an absolute dogfight. Utah, the 3-point favorite over the Penn State Nittany Lions here. Are you actually going to pick Utah this time?
You do your pick first.
Because I was right about them the first time. I'm going to be right about them this time, picking Utah.
And so am I.
So 14 differences, dude. Okay, so hold on. You are ahead by what? 5?
5.
Okay. So that means 5. Hang on. So if I were to get how many different games would you have to get right and me to get wrong? Would you clinch it?
Okay, so there's 5 and there's 14. So 8 14 minus 8 is 6. I'm gonna say 8.
So so you have to get 8 right and me get 8 wrong.
No, it has to be less than that. So okay, so there's 14 games. Let's
So
do this real quick.
if we were to split it,
Maybe 7 and 7, and I would take it.
it'd be 7 and 7 okay. So
because 7 games cancel out.
I'm trying to think of how this. Okay, it's gonna be close. I know that. I cannot get. I cannot get more than 5 wrong. I
And
don't
you could
think.
do that in your first 5 guesses with the way you've guessed.
Well, I mean, I could, but then again, you could also go 5.
Troy, Boise
5
State, Fresno State, BYU, UConn, San Jose State. There was a little break. You picked Mexico State. Then you picked Arkansas, North Carolina, Ole Miss, or no, you picked Oregon and then Texas Tech. And then you picked Notre Dame, Kentucky, Illinois, and then Tulane.
So after bowl games, who knows? I might take the crown. Who knows?
No
But then
shot.
again, we think about this a second. It could come down to the college football playoff. Just imagine that. We have a special rule for the college football playoff. I'll explain that rule in the video because it's gonna make that a very interesting scenario because there is I'll throw this out there. There's the possibility that oh crap. I'll just enlarge me then. There's the possibility that none of us get a national title pick. We will explain that. We'll explain that when we get there. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you guys for joining in. Elijah, do you have any have any final thoughts before we sign off for the night? Because I know that you got stuff you got to do.
Go Hawks.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hopefully all the bowl games are good. Hopefully we don't get any blowouts. Probably
We're
gonna
gonna
get a
get some
couple
blowouts, but
blowouts. All right, guys.
those
Till next time I see you, which after the CFP games, I have no idea when I'm gonna see you guys. I'm still figuring out scheduling for stuff. I do know that we do have a NHL 23 Xbox One collage or highlights of like some of our best goals that we've scored that we're gonna get